brothers, that defied the laws of gravity. And if you know anything about gravity, gravity will pull you down and keep you down.
You got to get out my house. Why? Because this body doesn't belong to you. This mind doesn't belong to you. You got to stop talking about the sickness, and you got to start talking to the sickness.
When you gonna get dumb enough to think that your imagination is...
The times are tough for all of us, but we got to keep pushing forward. We must continue to fight the good fight. Do not feel that it's over. You've got a lot more work to do. Leave all of the distractions alone. Leave the naysayers alone. Because no matter how you look at it, those people that you feel that are against you, use it to your advantage. Let it be your fire. Let it be the ammunition you need to show them all that you've got something that they have never seen before.
It will stop you from flight. It will stop you in your tracks. If you believe in something, metaphorically speaking, gravity will hold you down, it will hold you back, and it will dare you to fight. Your perspective can either be your prison or your plane. I don't know about you, but today, I made the decision to defy the laws of gravity. The first successful heavier-than-air powered aircraft was designed and built by the Wright brothers. They flew it 4 times on December 17, 1903, near Kill Devil Hills, about 4 miles. I believe possibility is destiny, and it is fear that keeps us arrested and apprehended by the spirit of impossibility.
I'm gonna be Usain Bolt. No, you're not. Quit imagining stuff that really... Because in that same class, my best friend wrote on the paper that he wanted to be a doctor. I knew at 10 this. Lonnie can't even read. What doctor you know can't read? What you want to write on your paper is what you gifted at. What are you gifted at? What is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort? That's your gift. That's what ought to be on paper. God has been using your imagination to show you your gift.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and nobody else is gonna tell you this. Impossible is a spirit, and you've got to arrest that spirit or it will arrest you. Impossibility is like a soda fountain, the easy way out, the path of least resistance, because to say something is impossible, to give up, to cop out, to fill your cup of carbonated excuses. It tastes good, but it doesn't sit well as it goes down into your system. To remove the 2 letters is the grit of existence, the binding faith of hope to your chest and letting your heart beat. You gotta rewrite the code, you gotta rewrite the script. Calling all reformers, I'm calling all innovators, I'm calling all game changers. I'm calling all world shakers. I'm calling all city shifters. I'm calling everybody that has an inkling of faith in themselves. I'm calling everybody. You will inherit the future.
I didn't like the jokes. We're here for motivation. I didn't like the jokes. Well, okay. Somebody always finds something wrong with what you're doing. Even if it's okay. Somebody always. But you know what? It don't matter what they say, because what they say don't matter. Who is these people talking about me? You remember I told you a minute ago, don't try to change yourself, because you ain't got to change. You know God gonna work with you just the way you are. Listen to me. There will be no more levels for you unless you get to the next level of your faith. There ain't no more levels for you, partner. You where you at.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks.
The things that you believe in most, the hardest part about this journey is that you're going to find yourself doubting from time to time. You're going to have to battle within yourself. You're going to have to realize that there are going to be things that are going to test you. In many ways, are you going to accept the fact that you've got to put in work day in, day out? There's always something to do.
And you got to tell the sickness, you got about 3 hours, you got about 3 days left in my life. You got to start talking to the chaos. You got to look your Goliath in the face and say, Goliath, I'm not backing up. I'm not backing down. You got to stand flat foot and talk to your storm. Stop talking about how bad the job is. Start talking to the job. You got to wake up every morning and say, this job is great. This job is good. This job is blessed. And because I have this job, I'm walking in on assignment. And because I'm in my assignment, I just know that this office is going to be filled with the best stuff that it needs to be filled with. Why? Because you stopped talking about it and you started talking to it.
Listen, folks, success is hard. It's hard. You can take all the courses you want. It's hard. When you get them degrees and you hang them on the wall, if you want to be successful, it's going to be hard. There are nothing but difficulties in achieving your goal. We just need to get that part straight. That's the first thing you need to understand.
But know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. You get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. That you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
There's always something to do better. See, the biggest mistake that many people make is they're worrying about pleasing everyone else they look around. And they see everyone doing the exact same thing just so they can fit in, but you're not in business to just fit in. Not everyone is going to accept your ideas. The question is, do you accept them?
Start talking to poverty. Stop talking about poverty and start talking to poverty and say, poverty, you are not welcomed in my life. Poverty, you are not welcomed in my home. Matter of fact, I crowned you a landlord right now. You are the landlord of your life, and you have the right to serve an eviction notice over every tenant in your life that don't belong there. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over cancer. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over poverty. I dare you to serve an eviction notice over lack. You got to tell lack, get out my life. You don't belong here. You don't need to be in this room. Get away from me. Why? Because I'm the landlord here, and I speak to my storm and I tell my storm, peace, be still. You got to say something different. If you want to see something different, you got to say something different.
What kept me going was I made turning back, giving up, never an option. Being successful is so hard, but I realized that not being successful was hard too. It's hard. It's hard not having money. Just make the decision that you're not going to be poor anymore. Don't matter how you were born. You could be poor and become rich.
You've got a lot in you you don't even know. I don't want you to sleep tonight. I want you to really remember this. It's not where you start, it's where you're going. Listen, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great.
If it's hard, why do people do it? People who climb mountains just for the sake of it. Nobody paying them to do it. Just do it. Somebody said, I'm going to run around the world.
Trust in them. Are you going to stand on them? Now you just got to be someone that believes, someone that has enough faith to understand that you are going to make mistakes. You're going to have to travel a little bit further than others. You're going to have to slip a few times and then a few more times, but that doesn't mean you give up. It doesn't mean that you don't have what it takes. You don't have to walk like everyone else.